This is a so this story is one that I've covered on stream a couple times. I find this whole saga very, very interesting. I wonder how many like OG Twitch viewers we have in the chat right now, because this is vintage. This is like a fine wine of internet cringe and drama. This was like the first big Twitch drama story. This man right here, Zillion OP. He used to stream League of Legends in a wheelchair. I believe he talked about disabilities, as well as even did like charitable things for disabilities, if memory serves me correctly. And then eventually, during a stream, he inexplicably stands up and walks to the bathroom after being in the chair for his entire streaming career. It was one of the most miraculous moments ever captured on film. That guy must have bought Peter Popoff's holy water or something, because in that moment, he could walk yet again, and everything was fine. And then, once he was caught with his pants down, I think he's tried to defend himself, saying, I never explicitly said I was disabled forever. So he said it was like only a temporary wheelchair, and that he didn't actually mislead people. I'm a little foggy on the details, but the story is a wild one. So I'm glad Sunny V2 is covering it.
Incident, he'd go on to create a Twitch account before
He was
gaining
very
a reputation
popular
for his personality, gaming skills, and finally, his physical disability as a wheelchair streamer. For some reason, Zillion wasn't actually disabled. That would be until January 2013, approximately 6 months after beginning his
I thought it was a lot
journey,
longer.
when Zillion OP's promotional Facebook page would be hacked, creating initial suspicions that his apparent disability was nothing more than one giant hoax. I just met you, and this is crazy, but here's a chip-in button for a charity. Let me steal your money, maybe. We're not like you, sir. We wouldn't mess with your PayPal.
What the fuck
Unlike
is this?
We're above stealing money from those in need. Hey guys, I'm sick. Donate to me to pay my hospital bills. I'm giving away a keyboard that was given to me by another fool who doesn't care that I scam my viewers for money. Hi guys, who wants to raise money for some kids? For example, on the 10th of January 2013, just 10 days before his Facebook was hacked, he'd be banned on Diablo 3 as a result of beginning his stream whilst having a botting script active. The incident will be shared to Reddit and received over 700 upvotes, with a post also explaining that Zillion lied to his audience about the ban, stating that it was for account sharing as opposed to the reality for botting. Although...
Man, that is some classic Reddit. I have a disappoint. Does the Narwhal Bacon at Midnight Brothers? I didn't know he had like a history of scamming. I actually thought it was just that one event. I thought he had a really positive reputation up until he fucking stood up like the Undertaker getting up from a bad fall. Just raising from the wheelchair and going to get a snack or whatever.
4 months later, on the 5th of April 2013, something would happen while Zillion was streaming, proving this Reddit comment correct, whilst ending Zillion's entire career in the process.
Watch, check it out. Get on your mount and follow me.
Maybe I don't want to follow you.
God, this clip is classic.
Our dog, oh my god, we took our dog, like to the fish shop today because the dog loves just.
I can't believe it! Oh, I am. Oh my god!
And I was like, oh, this is
Anything is possible!
If you believe that actions speak louder than
And then a
words,
poltergeist
Zillion turning his camera
tilts the
downwards
camera.
to hide his empty wheelchair was basically
We
the
weren't
same
meant to
as
see
him
that.
saying, I've just exposed myself doing something that I definitely shouldn't have been doing. However, the chat would continue to discuss what they had just seen, and seemingly in a state of panic, Zillion joined the discussion by both gaslighting and lying to his audience about what had just...
So how do you even come back from that? Like, okay, everyone knows Twitch chat has some of the dumbest fucking people of all time. That's just the internet in general. And of course people were going to defend him, but how? Like, I can't even wrap my head around how you would possibly explain away the fact that this guy, who has led you to believe that he is in a wheelchair, all of a sudden just stood up and then tilted his camera down and ended stream. What the fuck? Did Zill just stand? No, I fell. I pushed off my chair and ate it. That was the most controlled fall of all time. Yeah, I was gonna say that I figured you were holding yourself up with your arms. The delusion is always crazy. Oh my god. This is bad. Even blaming the dog. That's real low. That's real low. And this just makes me lose any amount of faith in, like, common sense here. They all just watched him stand up. He didn't fall. And the dog pouring water on his wires wouldn't all of a sudden knock his webcam straight down. People just believe fucking anything.
Zillion deleting any comments calling him out instantly suggested that he was guilty. His story didn't exactly
No, he was just embarrassed
If he
of
had really
falling.
fallen out of his seat, how was he able to get up and move the camera so that it was no longer facing the empty wheelchair? Additionally, after the VOD was clipped, viewers noticed that Zillion walked away without...
Do you remember a bit ago when we watched a recent interview about this situation? Yeah, I can't remember what he said though. It was like an hour and a half long, and I can't remember a fucking word that he said about it. Do you remember? Because I don't. I'm sure it'll be in this video, but let's just get a little, deep into the manga here. Because he had some kind of like outrageous excuse or something. The earthquake was so intense that it wobbled him to steady feet the entire time, like gyroscopic.
So, what a day. I wake up
True,
to
it
be
might have been
informed
Clara.
of what has happened. I read all the articles, all I can say is karma. You deserve everything you have coming to you, Zillion. I do hope you put those legs to use and get a real job. You owe a lot of people money now. What I find funniest about this is your terrible cover-up of it all. The streaming business is a much better place without creeps like you in it. Oh, and by the way, this isn't James. It's Matt in brackets Hypno, you fool, with Hypno being an old friend that Zillion used to stream with from around 1 year prior.
I called it. I
and
knew it'd be a
told you
friend.
so, hacker.
It is reprehensible.
His actions are a huge slap in the face to Twitch community members with real disabilities such as Aaron and groups such as Able Gamers who have helped spread a message of inclusiveness and positivity to not only the Twitch
This is a really good
community,
statement
but
from
gaming
Twitch.
as a whole.
Twitch should do shit like this now. Like if there's a really bad actor and they do take a stance against it, this is a good statement. Like this is actually a good PR piece. But this is 2013 Twitch. Maybe they don't have this same group here.
There's Zillion. He has legs. We got Zillion. It should be.
Nice.
It's live. They're gonna go nuts. They're gonna be like, what, Zillion? Because no one's seen you since it went. He has no beard. Look at this. No beard. Look at how much he lifts.
Interestingly,
he
Zillion had
upgraded.
also shaved his 20. However, this would change once again when the internet would discover a channel that looks suspiciously
Yeah.
familiar, going by the name of It's Bluish.
Remember
The streamer
this.
running this suspicious page was clearly Zillion, and it would hilariously be the person who originally hacked his Facebook page in 2013, who would once again expose him.
Damn,
on
this guy's like the
Livestream
Batman.
subreddit in a post.
Zillion's his Joker.
Me at concerts, me out traveling, me out doing everything. This was just like I was in a wheelchair. I did get better, and I am obviously no longer in a wheelchair.
Unless for some reason Zillion had lived a year of his life in a wheelchair for the sole purpose of looking disabled prior to beginning his streaming journey, it was basically
That's what it
confirmed
was.
that Zillion was most certainly disabled, or at least had been temporarily. Throughout the interview, it feels as though Zillion is speaking in a way that's truthful. It doesn't feel like he's trying to hide anything. So under the assumption that this whole discussion wasn't yet another lie, here's what they discovered. Firstly, Zillion wasn't lying about either the car accident or needing to be in a wheelchair.
I was in a wheelchair for 2 years. I was in a car accident, which put me in a wheelchair for more than a year prior to streaming.
And
Okay.
therefore, the disability
that
was
was
never
it.
When you are integrating your disability so much in stream that it may have put off a certain image that you were wheelchair bound when you weren't. Are you willing to admit that perhaps
the big thing is, I remember now when we watched this, he still tried to cover it up by saying he fell out of the chair because he didn't want to admit he didn't need the wheelchair anymore. So it's still entirely his fault for misleading everyone. Like, even to the bitter end of that channel, he was still lying when he stood up, and it was accidental. He didn't want people to know. If that didn't happen, he may very well have done that for forever, years down the line, until he fucked up. So it's not like it was just, it was an accident. I didn't want people to, it wasn't like I was trying to hide this. I guess I just was a victim of my own hubris for trying to battle these things in private, and I should have shared more. Well, no, he blatantly lied. Like, he did blatantly lie when he stood up. He tried to say he fell, the dog spilled water and ate his homework, which is why the webcam tilted down. So, I still think that it is entirely scummy.
However, it did seem like Twitch was in the process of unbanning his OG Zillion account, so perhaps he'll have another opportunity to do his stream the right way in the future.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really address the lying about it at the end when he was revealed to be no longer wheelchair bound. But yeah, that is a wild story. I do remember that one as it unfolded. It's always nice to get a refresher on exactly what that was.